The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Straight ahead on Perspectives, we discuss the Fatherhood Initiative with Coach Steve Lynn of the Dare to Dream program, letting you know his new initiatives and the fact that fathers are on the rise in America. Stay tuned because this and much more is heading your way right here on Perspectives.
What's on your mind?
Let 'em know.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
Anything relevant to life, you bring it to the table. Whether you make a move solo or a movement with a stable. No fables, you speak on your decisions. Cause in the long run, it's your voice, your views, your vision. Keeping it real with many messages for you to know. This ain't radio, but DJ runs the show. Entertainment, he rocks it. Politics, he locks it. The host with the most would handle any topic. Don't forget to share your perspective, which shines a light. Cause it might make a difference in someone else's life.
Make a difference.
What's your perspective?
Express what's in your heart and your mind. Share your perspective.
What's your perspective?
And hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Perspectives. I'm yours truly, Darren Jaime. Thank you for watching. As you know, you can always catch Perspectives here on BronxNet Channel 67. As well as finding out more information, you can go to our website, www.bronxnet.org. You'll be able to see some past episodes. Also, you can hit us up on Facebook and also our Twitter page, and you'll be able to know all about Perspectives. But coming up tonight, what we address is the issue of fatherhood. Knowing that it is a number of people who are talking about fathers in America. Is there a lack of fathers and fatherhood? Is fatherhood actually growing in terms of men accepting responsibilities and becoming fathers, becoming better men? Our guest today in studio, expert in that field. He's the host of the Dare to Dream program here on BronxNet's Channel 67, as well as the Fatherhood Initiative that is really traveling all across, not just New York State, but all across the United States. Glad to be joined by Coach Steve Lynn.
My friend, thank you so much.
Good to
be
have
back
you,
with
man. Good to have you.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the work that you continue to do. Dare to
Thank you,
Dream,
sir.
your TV show is actually going into another season. Got to be excited about that.
Oh, dreams come true. That's the bottom line. And we're just so ready for the season. It's a wrap. We're looking for the next 3 seasons. You know how it is.
That's it. We don't just want one season. We want to get
Exactly.
multiple seasons in there. But you're doing a good work.
Thank you.
And I want to share a little bit with viewers about some of the things that you guys are doing, because it's a TV show that caters to fathers, to meeting the needs of fathers, and really making the wider audience known about what it is to be a father and what the life of a father really is.
That's right. Training them on all aspects. Anybody who knows anything about anything knows you're always learning something. But the artful skill of fatherhood, we're really showing them how it's done, dispelling a lot of myths, and really motivating them and encouraging them. And follow me. That's what I say. I'm not really trying to teach you. I'm telling you, come with me. And that's really been the success of it.
I want to tell you, and no shade on mothers. Please don't call, please don't email, don't write me saying I'm being
Exactly.
anti-mother, anti-woman. But listen, you look at Mother's Day, a whole big, great celebration. Look at Father's Day. You get Mother's Day, you can't even get a reservation at a restaurant. Father's Day, you can pretty much go and be a walk-in and be accepted. A lot has been downplayed by way of fathers and fatherhood. Many people have given up on the fact that saying, listen, fathers just aren't there. They aren't the men that they need to be. But you do a good job of portraying in a positive light some people who've actually risen to the top, and a lot of people who've actually risen to the top, and in many ways, you yourself being a single father.
Well, first let's put this on the record. Mother's Day. We've heard that for many years. You and I, we talked about it many times. Here's the deal. Mother's Day is celebrated so widely and so much love because she earned it. We're not just saying because she's the mother and she's the biological mother. You get nothing on Mother's Day if that's the case. But when Mom did all the laundry, and when she was always there when you had to go to the school, or when she had to go, you got in a fight, next thing you know, your mother comes running down the block. All those things she did on the day-to-day. That's why on that special day, we say, Ma, I wouldn't be anywhere but you. Same thing for the fathers, though. Those fathers on Father's Day who just did the day-to-day, man, they have a wonderful day. Go fishing, go out to eat to the island, the whole 9. But because they were a father 24/7, So that's really the difference between the two. This year on Father's Day, I can guarantee you, we get ready to have a big spread, no doubt.
Talk to us about that. You go across the country. You
Yes.
meet a lot of various celebrities who are fathers, and they share their story
That's right.
on your show
They do.
about what it was being a father, or what their father meant to them, things like that. What are some of the common threads that we're hearing about fatherhood through the eyes of celebrities?
Well, that it has a devastating effect when the father is not there. I don't care who it is. If that father was not involved in their life, it left a mark, regardless of their success, regardless of the heights that they've risen to. They still always got that issue that's burning in them, and they're dying to tell it and get some counseling for it. And it's just been amazing. And we're so honored that it doesn't matter who sits before us or comes on the show, we can help you forgive. And that's the bottom line, what we say. I understand with the situations, and many times they just want to tell it to somebody, and then they release it, and they forgive him, and they call him, and your dad made big mistakes. I know he did, but love him anyway. I dare you. And it works every time. Sooner or later, he'll come around.
And when we talk about the Fatherhood Initiative and talk about, portraying the life of the father, we spend a lot of time talking, but as we said in previous shows, it's not just about the African-American father. Granted, there's a lot of work that needs to be done with the African-American father,
Yes.
raising men up to a level of consciousness, responsibility, and really accepting the role of being that father in the way that they should be. However, when we look across the America and across the scope, there are a lot of common denominators that flow through ethnic, demographic,
Yes.
and economic lines. To find out there are some real key things that all of us have in common.
No question. Sad to say, but particularly on the negative side, equal, I must say, though, but on the negative side, it doesn't matter where you're from, what nationality, nothing. If you are not there for your children's life, particularly emotionally, then not only are your children going to have a rougher time up the mountain, but you are going with nothing down the mountain. Let's be clear on that. However, it is clear that families that are more affluent, those that are not African American, those that are not Latino, but still have those fatherhood issues, in some ways is even worse, because oftentimes the father is in the house. They know their father, and he knows not one of the children. He knows barely their names, let alone any of their friends. They never go to any of their functions, cheerleading, football games. They never go. So we see the results thereof, because oftentimes in the affluent neighborhoods, the kids are so lost and they got a nice house. They'll go shoot everybody in the high school. So nobody is out of this game.
And you need to pay particular attention to it. Talk to us about some of the things that you guys are doing, because I want to take the time in a few seconds to share a little bit about what you guys are doing, because you're not just in front of the cameras.
No.
You guys are on the streets, and you're making moves.
That's true. We're earning our stripes, bottom line. This is for real. We have the tour, No Excuses. So we've been traveling the country, touring, speaking all over the country, training. We're also on the radio. We're blessed with a radio spot, so we're on the internet radio. But the bottom line is we're pushing this movement. It's going to happen. We're going to win this game. But we had to hit the streets. We had to do the practices, if you will. So we helped to form a fatherhood program in support of Fathers for Progress out of the Bronx. But now we're spread like wildfire. And one team, one family, one training. And it's worked so well.
You guys are opening up a new center here in the borough of the Bronx.
That's right, on Burnside Avenue, for those who know, 281 East Burnside. But the bottom line is the Fatherhood Training Center is our home field, if you will, where we have the Physical Fitness Center. My boys got to get in shape. I don't want to hear no more excuses. We have the Job Training Readiness Center, where we use the computers now to help us in the job search. It won't find the job for you, but it'll at least tell you where the doors are. So we're going to let them explain to them how to use that. We have a wonderful library where our young men can come in and GED preparation. Our boys are going to get the GED and tutoring via the internet, the websites, so they can come to the library and get a tutor from there, as well as the video conference center we put inside of there, where we're going to have wonderful arts and shows. And once we do a training in the Fatherhood Training Center, once you tune in our website and the Skype, we could do the training anywhere. So we could really form one team across the country, and it's been well received.
So you got this center. It's opening up in in a couple weeks?
Correct.
And so then people have an opportunity to come in. Who's eligible to just come in and partake in this Fatherhood Center?
Well, we have tryouts. This is my team. All rules apply. Any father, I don't care, we say 14 to 100 plus. If you're a father, grandfather, custodial, stepfather, whatever the case may be, if you have some children either in your life one way or the other and you're raising them, you possibly could be on the team. Now, just because you have some kids doesn't mean you're a good father. We're clear on that. So you're going to have to earn your stripes with us. You're going to have to go on the website. Of course, we're putting the website up, register, and it's a day-to-day operation. They follow us. They tweet me, follow us on Twitter, so I know what you're doing on a day-to-day. And if you are willing to dedicate yourself, discipline, sacrifice, you're on the squad.
And real simple, just come on in and
Exactly.
come on.
Just join the family and do what you got to do as the father. Period.
Because there's a lot of men out there who need help.
Of course, our premise is when you come into our door, it's a scratch. You're at scratch now. We don't know you. I'm not judging you, none of the above. So when you come in, now you can earn your stripes. Now you come in and say, I want to be in my children's life. How do I do that? And we tell you. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be you could just call them or see them. You're going to be doing a lot of laundry. You're going to be washing a lot of dishes. But that's making you stronger. And it's making you and your children tighter because they see you. And you're going to know the teacher like the back of your hand. That's your partner. All the things that you might not want to do, you have to do. Otherwise, you're not going to win. And you can't be on this team if you're not going to be a winner.
Take a quick break, come back and talk more with Coach Steve Lynn, the Dare to Dream program, talking about the Fatherhood Initiative. When we come back, we're going to tell you a little bit about his work that he's doing right in New York City, equipping men to be ready for the fire exam. We return.
This is so cool, Dad. Awesome. This is so cool, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
I remember how much you said you liked mine.
Oh.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Back here on Perspectives, Darren Jaime here with you, and we encourage you to continue to watch Perspectives. As we said, you can catch some past episodes of Perspectives going on to YouTube. You can check us out on Facebook, and then, of course, www.bronxnet.org. You'll find out all the information about this show and other shows, including the one of the man who's sitting right next to me, Coach Steve Lynn, Dare to Dream. And as we said, new season kicks off. You can catch him here. He comes on right before us, but he's actually sharing right now. Thank you for staying around from 8 to 8:30 to hang out. You know,
my pleasure.
And but I want to ask you this because we talked before the break about some of the things that you guys are doing,
Yes.
building up fathers, building up men, and helping them out. One of the areas in which you're really looking to do is to speak to the issue of firefighters.
Yes.
And let's give the background. In New York City, for those of you who are watching on the national side, in New York City, when it comes to firefighters who are actually involved in the New York City Fire Department, the hiring practices have just been atrocious. When you look, 85% of firefighters are white. Then you look at the other 15%, I think it's 9% that are actually African American, and the other percent is other small percentage. New York City trying to take a more aggressive approach into bringing more minorities into the fire pool. We know the Vulcan Society has been very outspoken on this, but you and your group has been very instrumental in trying to make sure that men do make that test.
Exactly.
And pass the test, I should say.
That's the bottom line. The opportunities are wonderful, but if you're not prepared for it and ready for the game, you'll lose. You won't win that opportunity. Same thing here. We know that the test, particularly for those who put their applications in and know that in January they're going to take the test, it's clear that you can't just take the fireman's test and be for sure that you're going to pass it. No way. So we're going to get them ready, and they're going to be a part of our training. We encourage them to get in contact with us. It starts in mid-November, and they're going to be going through the ringer, taking pre-tests, at least 3 or 4 pre-tests, the written part, getting the training, understanding how the questions are done. What are they doing to be the bravest? And our boys are brave. But to couple that, you're ready to work it out. You're ready to get in shape like never before, and Rocky style,
Wow.
And we're going to couple those together so that in January we can ensure that at least our boys had a fighting chance and become one of the best fire departments in the whole world, bar none. We love the fire department.
And we want to see more people, definitely,
Of course.
and more minorities in there.
Of
And
course.
you know, it's sad to see that we haven't. And it's not because people can't, but it's really because of just lack of opportunity. And so get in touch with Coach Steve Lynn, find out how you can get some of that preparatory work, the same way that you can get prepared for that GED test, prepared for that SAT test. Get involved so that you be prepared, I should say, for that fire department exam. We need to have more brothers out there on the field and taking the civil service exam too. Because one of the things that we're finding out from time to time is people don't even have access to resources, knowing when the exams are, knowing you know when things are actually being made available. But you guys are doing a good job of monitoring what some of the opportunities are, not just in the New York City Fire Department, but all across the country, and really getting people to join hands.
That's right. Our strategy is getting people for the bounty. We know that things are tough right now. We know that. We know it personally. However, we can't quit, and we have to come up with a real strategy to get through this jungle, if you will. It can be done, but we have to do some things now that are not conventional, if you will. You and I have talked many times, if we are particularly looking for work, if you think that you could just sit down at the computer and send out your resumes, or go to one of the job centers and talk to somebody and think somebody's going to come to you, you'll be waiting forever. So we're saying all across the country, build your skills now. Let's go back to school. Finish your high school diploma or GED clearly, no doubt. Go back to school, get your associates. You have your bachelor's degree. When are you going to get your master's? Next year? Huh? It's always next. Now's the time. So that translates all over the country, as well as volunteer. You know, you and I staunch on this one. Now you can build your skills by volunteering in the community. People rarely tell you no. If you want to go to the community center and help paint, or you want to, you know, one day a week, can I help be with the janitor? Can I help read in the classroom? Something like that. And that way, not only are you building your skills, and it doesn't matter what it is, but people see you. And next thing you know, here comes the opportunity, maybe part-time, but it's a job. But you had to put yourself in the arena, otherwise nobody will see you. So that's really what we're doing all across the country.
And so all across the country, and I know you're doing some very specific things in Washington, D.C., you know, really addressing some of the needs in Washington, too.
Yes, Washington, of course, that's our, we're really working with the Congress, and this time on both sides of the aisle, particularly the congressional district or congressional seats that are heavily Tea Party and Republicans. While we are you understand the country, we can't throw them out with the bathwater.
Right.
So we're trying to teach them and let them see that if you help the fathers and the families, healthy marriages, fathers and families, support us. A lot of the dollars that you're trying to cut won't be necessary. You see, because the fathers get back involved, next thing you know, there's not a lot of dropout rates.
Well, how's that being received? Because obviously, anything these days, you know, the Tea Party doesn't seem to be receiving too many things these days.
Until you go into their house. It's one thing to say it from D.C. It's another thing to say it from New York. But we are going to their districts. We're rallying fathers in Montana. We're rallying fathers in North Carolina and Tennessee. Because as you said before, this fatherhood piece knows no boundary. It doesn't have a Republican or Democratic Party or rich or poor. If you're a father, and it affects them all, even them. I told you everybody has a story. So they're very sympathetic to it, and they understand it. Rarely do we have any opposing views on the healthy marriages and family. It's just a matter of this time the dollars are so tight. So we told them, listen, I'll tell you what, you guys help us out, make sure that we get the funding, help us out, and we'll volunteer. Volunteer for America, Habitat for Humanities, all of these other things, we'll get ourselves ready. GED programs, all those things, and we'll come to a happy medium, because we're gonna win this one regardless.
And it's a fight across America. It's a fight. This has been said, fight for the family. You know, these are things that you guys have really taken the bull by the horns, if you will, because you want to fight for the family. You want to see, you know, the family. But you do make the statement that, you know, the family cannot be the family without having that father there.
It's clear, all the studies show, nobody disputes that. When the father is involved in all aspects, financially, make sure his child support is paid up, and clearly emotionally, even though me and the mother are not together, I'm not in the house, I run everything having to do with my children. Then the family is much better. It's a cyclical. He has more responsibility. He's working part-time. There he's paying taxes. He's getting his own apartment. So, you know, it comes around because he took that responsibility of his kids. There was no, I'll do it tomorrow. And they understand that.
And I think we need to clear that up too, because I think, and I speak from personal experience too, because there are times when you can say, listen, it's been given a bad rap that most fathers are not in the home, and that's the number that continues to rise, particularly in the African American community, hearing that most fathers are not in the home. But yet and still, while a father may not necessarily be in the home, it does not mean that the father's absent in the life of their child. There are a lot of fathers who aren't in the home, but are in the life of the child.
One of the things I'm most proud of, Darren, is our reentry and prison team. My boys that are locked up, oftentimes they now see what really matters in life. And we tell them, I don't care if you're locked down. You and your child could still be tight like glue, writing letters, sending cards. If you have a phone, you're wasting your phone calls on everything that doesn't matter. That phone is for you to keep in contact with your kids. You're still emailing your kids' school, making sure I could check all that. And your kids still feel you. And so there is no excuse. I don't care if you're around the world, you could still be in your children's life and they could still feel you and know that my father is here and he loves me and he's with me. No excuses.
What do you want people to take away from the Dare to Dream program?
Knowing that they could have their dreams come true. It's true. And that is the secret. I tried many routes, all the wrong ways. But the way to success was clearly because I prioritized my family, make sure my son and my daughter had way before me. I wasn't even on the picture, as you weren't either. But because that happened and I did that, I just snapped. Look at us now. And dreams that I didn't even know I had are coming true. And I'm not the only one.
What do you for you personally, obviously this has been, something personal for you.
Yes.
And it's helped you personally as well.
Yes. One of the reasons why we've been so effective, as I said before, is because I'm teaching, come with me. Not I've been there, I'm getting ready to go there now, both with my son and my father. And it's worked well. Me and my son are tight like glue now, thank the Lord, and my father. And then those were situations where it's same as most, not talking, not even knowing what was going on. My daughter, who I had the honor of raising by myself, as you know, thank God for me.
Yeah.
That crazy chick, she's doing well, and she's a wonderful young woman, and now we're the best of friends. So I'm just going to share it and tell everybody the bumps and bruises I made, even to this day.
Right. And I think watching some of this, and I've seen some of the shows with some of the celebrities. I remember John Amos.
Yeah,
and,
Malik Yoba, so many. Coach Dungy, Jerome Bettis, the list goes on and on.
And these are all people that you can find on the Dare to Dream show, and they've actually shared their stories about fathers and what it's meant, what it's meant for them and what it's meant to them and what they're trying to do in their own personal life. And one of the things I found in watching one of the shows is, we view celebrities as, these great, icons and people that we actually look up to. When you really look at them, their stories really run parallel to each and every one of us on our day-to-day lives.
They're just a man. They're just another person. They just happen to be in a position or had a job. Most of them, it was work that or used their talents. But life still was coming at them. And what we found is even those who are, the higher up hierarchy they went up, the higher they came up with celebrity status, the more drama they had and more close to and understanding that family was everything, because that's the only ones that you could really trust, particularly when you get fame and fortune. And so their stories are wonderful. This season we have so many, equal to the man on the street. We hit the streets heavy. A lot, all over, to hear stories, and just as incredible, particularly now that fathers are saying, you know what, Coach, I saw you, you're right. I called my son. Now all of a sudden, I feel much better. I feel much better. And so that's what we're so proud of. What can we look for this season? Super Dad. We got a wonderful Super Dad. The evolution of Stan Lewis. It's our adaptation. Super Dad is a bad boy, but you can't tell who's badder. Either Stan Lewis, who was a bum father, who his wife died, and now he has to take over his 3 kids. He didn't have to, but he decided to. So we got to be Super Dad on that front. Right. But something happened, and he got some special juice, and he becomes Super Dad, real Super Dad, like Superman can fly, the whole 9. His arch enemy is the streets, played by Bronx's own Baron Ambrosia, my boy. Yeah. Yeah, so those skits, we got Daddy Makeover coming, My Daddy Can Sing. We got fathers who sent in that got talent. They just wanted a shot. So the kids wrote in, my father can sing real good, so we're going to have him on the show, see he can blow. Wow. And whoever wins, we're going to try to get him on at the Apollo and all those wonderful things. Man, you're doing some wonderful, wonderful things. If people want to find out more about Dare to Dream, how do they do that? They come to our website, fathersforprogress.org, the number 4, or definitely they could email us at fathersforprogress@aol.com. Fathers for Progress. NYC Dare to Dream, of course, this show. Always NYC Dare to Dream.
And you can catch Coach Steve Lynn there. Man, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, my friend, all mine.
And whatever we can do.
Thank you.
You know, I know you just one show up on me, but, you know, anytime that you want to come on down to 8:30 and, you know, hang out with us in the 8:30 moment, you know, and do this again, you're more than welcome to do it.
And we got so many things for you. I want to let them know you're going to be emceeing our big Fatherhood Week.
Yeah, man.
Up to Father's Day, we're going to have a forum. So thank you so much for being our moderator. We look forward to that one.
No, man, we're looking forward to it.
Things.
We're going to do some great things together.
Thank you.
Coach Steve Lynn, Dare to Dream. Good to see you, man.
Thank you.
All righty. Got to take a quick break. And I mean a break for, like, you know, about a week. Come back next week with another show, Perspectives. I want to thank you for watching us and checking it out. If you want to find out more information about Dare to Dream, as you said, you saw the information at the bottom of the screen. But then also you can go to that website, and then you'll be able to click on and find out more information about them, as well as find out more information about us. That about wraps it up for another edition of us here at Perspectives. I want to thank you for watching and tell you, listen, take advantage of the opportunities that you have in life. You know, one thing that the death of Steve Jobs has taught each and every one of us is you can have all the money in the world, but money can't buy you an extra day. You got to learn how to make the most of the days that you have and make the most of the people that you have time to share it with. For all of us here on the set of Perspectives, I'm Darren Jaime. Take care. Share your perspective with somebody else. It just might make a difference in their life. Yes, sir, buddy. Stay.
Be free. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad.
Charles!
Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Mom, I'm not gonna go to college.
What are you saying? You've got to go to college.
Well, they offered me a job, and...
Son, college is much more important.
No.
Yes.
No, Mom.
Yes.
Anyways, it's my decision.
Okay, well then decide what degree you're going to get, because you will go to college.
Their tomorrow depends on your words today. The Hispanic Scholarship Fund has the information you need to help your kids go to college.
G-Morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me. Are your parents home later? We can hang. LUV, love you. JK. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back. Are you with your friends? That's lame. We're in a huge fight right now. XO. What'd you dream about? Something I did. Are you on your way to the mall? I'm lonely. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.